Another night of night skies I brought you here in our America's Mattress Live Tower cam. You can't really see the clouds as much right now. They're starting to thin out a little bit, but over at the airport, at the very least, it's still cloudy on our sensors. But 48 degrees right now. The humidity, starting to go down a little bit. We're going to lose more and more of that over the next few days. And of course, 4:56 was our sunset today, so not a lot of sunshine left to boot, right? We're getting close to that solstice in December. 53 was our high on the day, 4 degrees above our average. And so, a lot closer to where we should be compared to the last couple of weeks. But that overnight low, of course, really high with those clouds sticking around overnight, keeping that warmth with us here at the surface. So you'll see a lot of 40s here behind me, right? 40 in Montrose, same in Paonia. Delta's a little bit off right now, but 35 in Gunnison. And look at those high temperatures, okay? 50s, 48 in Nucleus, so a little bit colder up in those higher elevations, 41 in Glade Park, 42 up in Aspen, but sub-freezing and at freezing Glenwood Springs and up towards our north in Battlement Mesa. So again, stable temperatures, but here in Grand Junction, really, we have still been running warm, still have not seen a below average day since October 29th, but one perfectly average day, right? So one of the warmest Novembers that we've seen on record here, but we are going to finally start to cool down in this last week here, but you're not going to see the Y here on our satellite radar, just some, scattered here or there, orographic, a little bit of rain, a little bit of snow, especially up towards the Grand Mesa. It could be possible to see some sprinkles up there right now. Powderhorn, though, you're not seeing anything right there at the moment, but we have definitely exceeded that 2 inches of snow mark. 42 right now in Montrose, clear skies down towards the south, but these clear skies are not going to last throughout the entirety of the weekend. I do think Montrose is going to have a little bit of rain to worry about as we get a little bit closer towards Sunday. Why is that? The second system of low pressure is coming closer towards the Four Corners region. It's pretty slow because it's a cutoff low. It's kind of away from that main upper level flow. So that just means those showers are going to hang around a little bit longer throughout the day. And this zone of high pressure is starting to move in. We're trapped between two systems as we get into early next week, but that will still lead to us cooling down. So let's look at our future cast and see what that actually looks like, okay? Tonight, getting those 40s and a lot cooler than the night before because not a lot of cloud cover sticking around. But tomorrow will be an overall pleasant day. Look at all that sunshine. Hey, Saturday 1 p.m., barely a cloud to boot on our model right here behind us. You're getting into those 50s. Even upper 50s are kind of on the table here. And then all this rain starts to pop up here from that low we just talked about here a minute ago. I'm not really expecting it to affect us here in the Grand Valley very much. I mean, you can see technically our model has it, but I'm not really seeing it personally. But for those of you, particularly in Montrose, the closer you are to San Juan's, Nucleus too, could see a little precipitation coming into your day there. So to keep that in mind, and over towards our west, it's going to affect Utah a lot more. So if you do have those travel plans, especially if you're heading to San Juan's for any hiking on Sunday, definitely going to keep a close eye on that forecast because it will affect your plans. So let's look at our 3-day forecast here in Junction. Now, hanging out in those 50s, a lot of sunshine Saturday, goes away a bit on Sunday, comes back on Monday. Keep this in mind, though. All right, Thanksgiving is on Thursday. Friday, though, if you do have plans to, say, leave the Grand Valley, you have your relatives or friends that are heading out of the area, there could be some rain and snow approaching our way late next week. So do keep that in mind. Keep a close eye on your forecast in case you have those plane travel plans. But more about Thanksgiving, right? This is what we're typically looking like over the past 5 years. Hanging out in those 40s. You wouldn't believe it right now, but that's actually right where we're heading as we get into last week. Finally, a big cool down starting on Tuesday, 47 degrees. Look at that, sub 30 temperatures on 29. Overnight on Wednesday, and then you get the Thanksgiving itself. 50 degrees will be your high that day. That's what I have right now. And we're looking at potentially our first hard freeze here in the Grand Valley. It's 28 in sub temperatures for an extended period of time. In Montrose, of course, that rain possible on Sunday, so keep a close eye on the skies and getting those 40s and 20s overnight as we get into next week towards Thanksgiving.
The Road Report is brought to you